Hey guys, it's ACairconditioner and welcome back for more Secret Summer Paradise. Last time, we finally met the Lawrence clan aristocrat, and Eula and the aristocrat actually kind of made up, and now they kind of learned what exactly is up with the Lawrence clan and why they shouldn't have to be so focused on restoring it. It's just the fact that you just have to belong somewhere. For the wanting of belonging kind of blinds people, I guess, in a way, where all you just have to do is just learn to talk to people. It's a simple choice instead. We also went to the fairgrounds and we actually met another being of this area, and now we're at the end game. And we also talked to Kokomi about the fact that something's a bit off about Bottle Land, as you guys know. So let's see exactly what's going on.
Really? You do that? Oh, but that's too much. I can't.
No, really, it's alright. We want to do everything we can for the domain.
So this is a bit of a continuation with the
Yes,
last one,
and
rather than the
to be
standalone one.
completely fair, I'm the one who caused this terrible mess in the first place.
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon miss something?
Hello, you two. Lessig was just telling us what happened.
Perhaps you should allow me to explain. I'm afraid it was I who caused all this trouble in the domain.
So it was Lessig.
Yes, it was Lessig.
To be precise, I saw a most exquisite water orb at the entrance of the domain. It reminded me of an astrolabe my grandfather gave me when I was 7 years old. I was curious if it could rotate, so I reached out and touched it. Little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain. What I mean to say is, I knew something was wrong as soon as the whole place started flipping.
It's not just your fault. I failed in my responsibilities as the caretaker here. Oh, I knew I should have put the core somewhere more secure.
Oh, you mean the big ball of water at the entrance? Yes, that's the one. Anyway, after giving it some thought, Lessig has offered to perform some more repairs and maintenance to help support the domain. But we were concerned he wouldn't be able to handle it all alone, so Eula and I will also stay here to lend him a hand.
But don't be mistaken. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart like Collei. My job is purely to monitor and ensure that Lessig doesn't cause any more trouble
Yeah,
here.
you tell yourself that, Eula.
Oh, sure. I don't think anyone's buying that anymore, Eula. Though I do remember that Amber mentioned we should just nod and agree when you act like this.
Eula's a bit softy on the inside.
Right. You better not slack off today, Lessig.
And yes, I do
no,
like Eula a lot.
I'll get right to
I do.
work.
Either way, Lessig is going to be in
I
charge
think I
of
made
making
that
lunch
pretty
for
evident.
everyone today.
Yeah, also I think I made that pretty evident in the Eula character quest, which I did like a long time ago. Like I think like a year from now. I do love Eula. I think she's one of my absolute favorite characters in Mondstadt. She's not my absolute favorite character in existence, but she's one of my favorite characters. And she happens to be a Cryo Girl. There's a reason why I added her to my main team. That'll give him a chance to redeem himself.
Yes, I'll do my best. No need to worry.
What was that?
No, I mean, thanks everyone for giving me a chance to redeem myself. I can already feel new strength kindled inside me. Ha ha ha.
Really,
No,
Lessig?
maybe that's just the heat of the oven.
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts of the domain are still in disrepair, so we have a lot to investigate.
Seems Idyia has a little more pep in her step after finding others to help do the work.
Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest of us will be doing today. I'll go gather others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible.
The last component, right? Also, where's Kaeya and Kaeya? We haven't seen them at all in
And
part 2.
there she goes. At least she seems to be happy. Maybe this is how it feels to be in charge.
If you heard that, I'm sorry. Downstairs neighbors being loud. Anyway. Dreams and first encounters. So this is supposed to be the end game, basically, right? Like, it's supposed to be like the ending. And we have a long walk ahead of us, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Also, well, that kind of sounds fun. Mars, no time for you. Also, I'm just gonna say right now, like, random rant. This place I live in has a serious lack of soundproofing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Where are we going now? We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
Koei and Kokomi's with us now?
No
And
detail
Kaeya as well?
slips by our general.
We didn't even see them meet up with us.
What's a director? A director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage, similar to how Idyia is responsible for managing the whole realm. Wow! Sounds like Miss Idyia must be way busier! You'd think so, wouldn't you? Care to comment on that at all, Idyia?
Maybe someone else can explain. I'm just enjoying taking it easy, as usual.
Also, when did Kaeya and Kokomi join up with us? That was just out of nowhere.
The director doesn't get out much. He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making props or writing scripts. But I'm trying to remember now. Where is that treehouse of his?
Huh? You don't remember?
Hey, don't forget! I'm just the mascot.
I believe it's that way.
Aranara song.
Though he might prefer to be alone, given he often has to move stage props, I suspect that he lives near the theater. And having a view of the entire stage would be useful when imagining a production's actual stage flow. So if I were him, I'd probably pick a treehouse over there.
But how do you know which direction the theater is in?
Simple. The overall layout and decorations look more exciting in that direction.
Oh, good point! Why didn't I think of that? Let's board this. I think it'll be a faster route. Also, the music not changing here? Interesting. That's a bit odd. And once again, Hydro.
Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? The male actor standees are here, but where are the female ones? Who's that?
And now
Idyia?
Kaeya's here.
Yes, Zosimos! 'Tis I, Idyia! How's that for a dramatic entrance?
This is a surprise. I was sure you'd be...
Curled up in a fetal position,
Crying to yourself?
Wow, what a fascinating little creature. Did you just read my mind?
No, it's because everyone else
The
kept on
name's
saying that about
And
Idyia.
no, Paimon's no mind reader. Just call it an educated guess.
It seems everyone shares a similar opinion about you, Idyia.
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't for me. But I found my true calling now. As a mascot!
Mascot? Is that a new role? I don't remember casting you for that.
Okay, enough about me. I'm just here to introduce
Casting
you
you,
to
huh?
some new friends of mine.
I believe Zosimos is in Fontainan
And that's why
attire,
we came
right?
to see you. Well, do you have the component that fell out of the central hub?
I do. However,
Yeah, that's Fontainan.
I'm afraid the incident has caused many malfunctions with the stage mechanisms, and I can no longer put on any performances.
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh?
No.
Mhm. Of
Till we
course
fix
he
the
is.
stage, surely.
I'd have thought he wants us to make some more props, no? Given that some of the standees are missing.
Or maybe the component is broken and we need to fix it.
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work involves writing scripts. I'll wager that he wants us to edit them.
This is literally the most like relatable line I could ever see in my entire life. If you guys know, you know. If you don't, well, it's an inside joke. Just let the man speak.
What has gotten into you all? What sort of person do you take me for, hmm? The component is safe and sound. I can give it to you now if you'd like. Although I was hoping that maybe you might be willing to help rescue my show? You're a big group. I have lots of roles to fill. It would really speed up the casting.
A show? That sounds
This is where they're getting their
fun.
outfits and
wanna
canon
help.
story or what?
Can we?
So far, so good.
Also, truth be told, I've hit a bit of a roadblock in my script and was just thinking about how to move the story forward. And then you all showed up. Suddenly, I got my muse back. I don't know how to explain it, but something about seeing all of you finally helped me
Also,
figure out
this
how to
outfit is
continue
super
my
unique,
script.
while everyone else looks
Huh?
pretty simple.
You mean that story you've been stuck on forever? Are you serious? You really think you can finish it now?
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write
Like
it all up.
academia outfit,
In the meantime,
adventure
I'll leave
outfit,
things to you, Idyia.
Fontainan outfit. But this is the only one that's not in the
Off to write the script.
an outfit based off of nationality.
Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a mage. Apparently, he got the idea
Kaeya and
from
Klee.
some rumors
Perfect.
that were swirling around. But he only got as far as writing the intro before writer's block set in. Why don't you all take some time for yourselves while I see what I can do? We'll reconvene after the director finishes his script.
Why is it branching a stack of scripts?
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient to every good story is inspiration. The moment I laid eyes on General Sangonomiya, inspiration hit me for a brand new character. The heroine was the missing piece of the puzzle. The rest of the story flowed naturally from there, and now it's finished. So please, take a look through your scripts, and we will tell this story together.
Okay.
Well, is everything clear?
Director Zosimos, how do you pronounce this word?
Let me see. Ah, that's sojourn. It means to stay for a while. This is a very cute moment, so let's make sure that comes through in the performance.
Oh, wait. There's another word I don't know here.
Oh no.
It's okay, Klee. We can go through your lines together a few more times after this meeting.
Kaeya being the cool
That
big
would be
brother as
most
usual.
appreciated, Kaeya. I had a feeling about you, actually. You seem to know a thing or two about character acting. Tell me, have you acted before?
You're too kind. It's all in the script, really. It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, you think so? Well, you definitely have a knack for it. I've actually been looking out for someone with your talent. If I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working together for the long term. Be sure to stay in touch, okay? You and I are gonna go places.
What can I say? Sounds good to me.
Great. Fantastic. Now then, please go through your scripts one more time. But don't just read the words. Remember my notes, and really let the character inhabit you. I need to have a look at the stage, so I'll leave you to it. If you need me for anything, I'll be in the big theater right in the center of this area.
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still getting ready.
Yeah. So, Thief and the Mage, right? Usually this is when we would see the outfit come into play, because games like this where there's an event where there's an outfit they can get. Usually there are events that lets you see those characters in those outfits. ACairconditioner is a special case because those are minor events with their outfits being set on the stage. With major events that has outfits like visuals, jeans, and barbers, you see them in the story. Visuals especially play a huge role, so I would imagine seeing Kaeya and Klee in their outfits as well. And they talked about Thief and the Mage, and Kai's the Master Thief and Klee's the Mage, so yeah, they'll probably be in the outfits in the show or something like that.
Where did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. Please, come here. Feast your eyes on this stage. I designed it myself.
Impressive.
So, directors have to design the stage too?
Oh, I'm no ordinary director. I take a more holistic approach. Directing, script writing, stage design, I do it all.
Sounds like a lot of work. Idyia wouldn't be able to handle that kind of job.
Idyia has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience, though she often criticizes my shows.
She has the gall to sit there and criticize you?
Well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. I think it's because I use preprints in a way that she feels goes against what they're intended for. But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter in a lot of ways. I guess you could say she's like my agent. I'm very grateful to her. I've always dreamed of being a director, but I've never had the chance until I came here.
So, what did you do before you came here?
Like I said, I dreamed. From a young age,
Dreamed?
every time I came home after a show, I'd go over the story again and again in my mind. Growing up, my biggest aspiration was to be a director. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills, so I ended up spending most of my time as a prop designer
The
and
backstories
doing a
are
bit of set
human,
design on the side. Don't get me
but they're
wrong,
hydro
I
creatures.
do love building the set, but nothing satisfies me more than putting on my very own show.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing me that you're not a mind reader. By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding the master script, and I'll need it shortly.
The one you only just finished writing? You lost it already?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on everything around the theater. I must have dropped it somewhere. If it's not here, then it might be in the attic. These are the only two places I've been since I finished writing it. But, I still have some things to do to get the stage ready. Would you two mind having a look for me?
Sure.
No problem. We'll find it.
again, like these backstories would not make me question the fact that they're human. But that's the problem. The backstories of human, but when you use Element of Silence on them, it's clear that they're pure hydro energy. Which makes me think. I have an idea. The power of a hydro oceanid creature is the ability to mimic. And there's something I got that I have a theory on. If it is true, the power of a hydro creature is the ability to mimic. What if Idyia is the only only the one, and Idyia is the only one that actually does not have a repeat design. Her design is entirely unique, if I remember correctly. What if she is a pure oceanid taking human form? And these guys are oceanists mimicking actual people. So maybe there was an actual Dark for Fontaine that maybe there was an actual Zosimos, for example, you could say, right? Or maybe the three brothers are actually real, and they're not, but they're just mimicked. What if these are just hydro mimics? Copying a person with their aspirations successful. Because that's my thought process right now. And Idyia being the only pure hydro oceanid creature of some kind. Doesn't it make a lot of sense? Because I feel like it does. Okay, finally find my way up here. That was so confusing.
Whoa! Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script?
Gurgle?
Oh, it sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look.
Oh, there's a ladder here. What are you doing here, water droplet?
Wow, this is a lot of scripts. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like works in progress.
Okay, well, we're looking for a master script, so...
Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, let's look for the thickest one and then check the ending. This is the only script that fits the bill. Plus, it looks pretty new. This must be the master script. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script!
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up perfectly. We may just have to wing it. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters. Things can always go wrong on stage, but as long as the show goes on, it should be fine.
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown. Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Those subtle differences are what make each performance special.
Sure about that?
Okay. One last request. Traveler, you can enter the preprints, yes?
Yeah.
The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. First, I use materials to make the objects. Then I take those objects and turn them into the preprint. Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. So using objects to create preprints is, strictly speaking, the reverse of what this is intended for. But Idyia said that if this is what I really want to do, she's not going to stand in my way.
Ah, so that's what you meant earlier. Okay, well, what do you need us to do?
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance.
I'm literally going behind the scenes.
The reason is,
You wanna watch the show?
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing, moving the props, and operating all the mechanisms, you never get the chance to watch the show.
Yes, I know that I'm no master playwright, but still. Even if it really is a half-baked script, with shoddy writing and moments of sheer ridiculousness, I'd still like to see it for myself. Just once.
Again, like these
Hard
guys
to turn
are...
a guy down after a speech like that.
Again, like these guys are really... Like, these people, or these mimics, are relieving the aspirations of probably the actual people they're based off of. I honestly can see that happening. We're more than happy to help.
Thank you. Genuinely, I'm so grateful. I'll go and inform the others. Then, as soon as you're ready, the show
And if that's the
can
case,
begin.
then what's up with Idyia? She's the only one I don't think is based off an actual person. Because I think she's a pure hydro mimic.
Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaeya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Uh-huh, like this.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's a bit glitchy there.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press
What's been picked
onward.
up?
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
I've no idea what's being picked up by my mic because literally my audio capture was just moving
The Dagger
constantly.
Bandit trekked
I don't know
deep
why.
into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in
Oh,
white.
there's Idyia.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
Is that Kokomi's voice?
Bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
That's pretty clever. Like, this is what they see, this is what they don't see. I like that a lot.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
I think that's Kokomi's voice. I'm pretty sure that's Kokomi's voice. Even though this Idyia's character model right here, I think that's Kokomi's voice. Voicing her.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. What a pain.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
Oh, perfect. That works.
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty who was passing by helped to clear a path for her.
See, that works.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
I mean, technically the mage
took
is
pity on the
Collei,
girl
so that
and
works.
handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick! Get in the light!
She
There
was
she
an
is.
extraordinary mage, with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
The only place that could make it wishes come
my,
true?
Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy.
But better still, a sojourner's home.
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one
All
single
wishes come
wish
true in the
outside
bottle, huh?
its glass walls.
Aspirations?
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Wow, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then? The bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the dagger bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the dagger bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
How interesting.